how difficult has that kind of process been?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a change, but again, it's not unique to me. Some guys do that in 1 year and even less than that, and so it's just trying as fast as I can to really steal time back and try to continue to go over things over and over. And so the more you go over them, the more you'll feel comfortable with them, and they won't feel as foreign. And so just trying to study as much as possible to try to get ahead. I try to recap the day and also get ready for the next day.
And you're kind of coming to the end of OTAs and the off-season program. Next week you have the mini camp, and then it's over until training camp. Where's the balance for you in terms of still wanting to kind of stick with it and stay with it, and trying to take a break so that you get that necessary break?
Yeah, I think it's a hard balance. This is my first full off season in the NFL, so still figuring out that balance. But I do love football. I love to work at football, both physically, mentally, all the things that go into it. And so I think I'm trying to find a good balance of spending time with my wife, spending time just with friends and family, but also knowing that this is my job and this is a job that requires bringing it home with you. And so sometimes that happens, but I definitely have not found that perfect balance yet. I'm still working.
So you just stay around the facility after minicamp? You're gonna head home, or
we'll be most of the time here. We'll be out for a little bit, but for the most part we'll be here.
Aidan, if you can go back to Adam's question about the 3 systems, is it a matter of you fitting your style into a system, or changing your style to fit within the system?
Yeah, I think it's kind of both. I think, again, Coach Ketsy does a good job of even saying to us, he wants to make it comfortable for us and wants us to, feel comfortable when the play is called. He wants to know what we like, what we don't like. But at the same time, there is a system in place, and they believe in what they do, and that's what we're all buying into what's being taught. And trying to execute at a high level. So I think it's a balance of, like you said, being myself and finding how I'll fit in this offense, but also understanding the systems in place to, obviously make yards, get first downs, score touchdowns.
Gardner was saying like every quarterback he's been around has different ways of kind of sinking in a new offense. He was saying he likes to hear a voice memo instead of like the traditional scripting of plays. Everyone has their own tricks. Do you have anything like that? What kind of tricks do you use to kind of learn a new offense?
Yeah, I think the voice memo is definitely helped me this year. I record my voice, record the scripts, and play it back to myself, and just try to go over it. I think that's the the realest practice you're going to get, is hearing it back and trying to act like you're breaking the huddle and going to execute the play.
Had you fought to get onto Max's podcast, or did that kind of happen surprisingly? Or?
I did not fight. Max just one day invited me on. I don't even remember. I think he was rolling out or something. Just asked. He actually, I think, asked if I want to come on the pod, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Said podcast. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. So that was super fun. We shared some good memories on there, because we played Max when I was in college, and they beat us, and that was a bad day. So it was just a fun time to kind of go down memory lane a little bit.
Aidan, I know arm strength isn't really thought of as something a guy improves on once he's made it this far to the NFL, but it just looks like you're really driving on those throws between the numbers down the field. Do you feel stronger in your arm? Do you feel like your arm talent just in general is improved in year 2 as compared to year 1?
Yeah, I think I'm always trying to improve. I'm definitely not known for like over the top arm strength or anything like that, but I think you can make improvements, and you can get better. And I think definitely trying to work this off season to be functionally more strong, but also understand my motion better, working with quarterback coach, just a bunch of things that are important that I think go into playing quarterback. But yeah, I think I'm trying to improve on every aspect of the game, but throwing the football is definitely high on that list.
Let's do one more. You'd said that you weren't going to take this opportunity for granted after last year being put into the position of starter. How's your mindset really developed from that moment to now?
Yeah, I think trying to continue that, trying to be grateful for where I'm at. I get to play football for a living. I get to do it at a high level with a really cool organization that's, bought into winning. And so, trying to do my best to, like I said before, put my best foot forward. And, I continue to say it, but find the balance of, reflecting and being grateful for getting to this spot, but also, trying to look ahead to, I want to hopefully win a lot more football games.